Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here, a little midday money on a Wednesday, the 5th of April. Welcome on into the show. Like, subscribe, ring that bell here. YouTube, Facebook channel, wherever you're watching. Come say hello. Hit that little button. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. In the conversation for the live show, those watching, go get a shirt. Go get a shirt. Why wouldn't you get a shirt? Someone actually bought a shirt yesterday because I had a little email that somebody bought a llama shirt. So appreciate it. Listen, if you don't want a llama shirt, I get it. You don't want a llama shirt. No, we can't have a llama shirt. Then, instead of spending $25 or whatever is on the shirt, then spend the $31.20 promo code MLB and get a 7-day pass. Why wouldn't you do that? One or the other. Get a shirt, get a week. Anyway. All right. There's a monthly package in the description below, but if you want it, you know where to find it. We'll do a little recap. Again, Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Picks are posted for your enjoyment. So let's go. We'll recap a losing day yesterday. Win or lose always the truth. I tell you how we do here. Video, we go 1-4, minus a 335. Couldn't catch a total. Losers. Mets run line, loser, 19-18 plus 161 for Major League Baseball. We'll try to bounce back. We do have 8 games today. The premium side of things, losing day there, I go 3-6, minus 297. It happens. 32-28 plus 459 on the season. Player props, losing day, 5-16, minus 885 on the season. 54-83 plus 1875. So we're still up. Again, you have a bunch of props some days. You're going to have good days and bad days. That was a losing day, but we've had winning days. They balance out. That's why we take plus monies, and it doesn't hurt too bad. Today's picks. Some the same. I added 2 from last night. If you watched the late show, the Look Headline show, we added a couple. Yankees under still posted here, 7. Tampa Bay over the 8. Red Sox over the 9. And, and this is really, we had the Red Sox over yesterday, didn't get there. I mean, the Pirates have like 2 guys hitting over 250, but the staff, I just think, I think Boston hits a little and they give up a little here. Brew Crew plus the 158 on the run line. Can't take those Mets. Had the Mets run line yesterday. How'd that work out? What did they get? 19-0 in the last 2 days? Yeah, they're really good. Rangers run line with DeGrom. It's a 120 because you got a young stud here pitching for BLT. And not the fun BLT that we like, because who doesn't love bacon less tomato? We're talking about the BLT Orioles. Their prize arm pitching today. Astros under 7.5. They can't hit. Under 7.5. Twinkies added play under the 7. Pablo and Jesus getting together in South Beach. Give me the under. Angels under the 7-2. Not 7-2. That would be interesting. 7-2. We're going Angels under 7 also, with Ohtani and Flexen on the hill. That's a little plus 105 money there. Minis a 120. I write down all the totals because, I'll go through some of these games in a bit for the daily matchups today. Real fast, we'll do our player props because sometimes I forget to do the player props right away, and I do them mid-show. But let's get them out of the way here. 54-83. Plus 1875. We go to Tampa Bay and the Nationals. Wander Franco plus 165 for Ribby. Low, Lau, however you want to pronounce it. Lowy plus 145. And Siri for a plus 210. Listen, I'm not a Corbin guy. Siri is towards the bottom of the lineup. Normally, again, I posted these. Well, shouldn't I post them? I added them here to the chat before the lineups are up. I'm assuming he's a little down in the lineup, but again, we don't like Corbin. No, thank you, Pat Corbin. Atlanta, we have a run prop here with Arcia, plus 160. Travis D. Arnudi, our favorite catcher from Toronto. Travis Denard, plus 170. Ozuna, plus a 175. Albies, plus a 180. And Boston will go to Devers plus a 165 ribby. I couldn't go anywhere else. I was thinking like, oh, let's take a pirate guy. I couldn't. This is it. I thought about going to our guy Tucker in Houston. Nah, maybe somebody on the Yanks we've been rolling for the last week. That's it. We got what a 6-pack, 7. I think we got an 8-8 today. We got a. It is what it is here. I got Tim with me. I don't know if he has any NBA he wants to talk about. Hockey, something.
I will say
Got
the
anything?
NBA section on today's ESB show was very, very quick because I said pass to about 75% of the games.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday we saw all
and-
these double-digit faves, and I think if you took all the dogs, you probably would have. I think they won more.
They went
than
two.
lost.
They went
3-2.
I went 3-2 on those. I hit on Houston, Utah, and Washington. Lost on Charlotte and lost on Detroit. And then my only other play was Philly. Today I looked at and went, yeah, no. I said, all right, I'm not going after any games that mean nothing. Knicks and Pacers. Pacers out. Knicks pretty much locked into their spot. Means nothing. Goodbye. Brooklyn, Detroit. Not laying 11 points on Brooklyn. Detroit's been eliminated since the preseason. Atlanta and Washington. Washington's eliminated. Atlanta's playing for something, but I'm not laying 11 points.
Exactly.
I did take Boston -4. Coming off of a loss to Philly.
Yeah.
They need to be able to hold on to that 2 seed because they're not catching Milwaukee. If they win or Milwaukee wins, if they lose or Milwaukee wins, Milwaukee clinches the 1 seed. So they're not catching them, but they need to be able to stay in front of Philly. They win tonight. I think they pretty much guarantee that they stay in front of Philly. And Toronto coming off of a nice win versus the Hornets by 20. Bulls and Milwaukee. Milwaukee wins. They clinch the 1 seed. Bulls have already clinched a play-in spot. They're going to be in the play-ins no matter what. They're just trying to determine 8, 9, or 10. And it doesn't matter. I think they're garbage anyway. But I'm not laying 6.5 points on the Bulls. I think that on the Bucks. I think it's a weird line. I think it's a little bit too short. I think it should be bigger, but I'm not betting. I'm not laying that right now. Grizzlies and New Orleans. I can go after New Orleans, but Grizzlies have pretty much got that 2 seed locked in. Unless they go on a big run and Denver loses every single game, they can get the 1 seed, but they're pretty much locked into the 2, and Sacramento's not catching them for the 2 seed. So they're pretty much locked in there. Pelicans are still fighting for that for play-in spots or playoff spots, or because they could finish anywhere from 6 to 10. So they still need to fight, but I'm not laying 5.5 points on the Pelicans. I'm fading Dallas because Dallas is awful. I grabbed the Kings today. I know they have nothing to play for, but grabbing them at +6, I think they can win outright on accident tonight versus Dallas because Dallas is just that bad right now. And then the battle of mediocrity.
How are they laying 6?
Yeah, exactly. How are they laying 6? They've won 3 out of their last 7, 3 out of their last 10 games. How are they laying 6?
I mean, are these guys here? I'm assuming Luka and Kyrie are going to play. One of them's going to play.
Yeah, I think they both are playing. I don't care. Give me the Kings.
Yeah, I know.
And then I'm not betting the battle of LA where it's where it says Lakers at Clippers, but it's always Clippers at Lakers because there's no home games for Clippers when they're going up against Lakers. I pass on that one. I'm not going after any game that means nothing, although that game means something because both of them are tied 6-7 right now. So the winner of that game will tie themselves up with the Golden State Warriors, but I'm not interested in going after.
Now, the only one I'd kind of go with is obviously the Kings because I think Dallas is
garbage.
They've mailed it in, or they've given up, I should say, with the Kyrie experiment. And I want to take Atlanta, but again, 11 because I got a coach who's trying to get a job where there's only 30-something jobs in the world. So again, am I laying 11? No, thank you. No, thank you. I know people want to come in.
I think the Hawks coach has done a good enough job to get a spot. So, but that's just me.
Let's get to the comment side of things here.
Yep, you do that.
I will. I'm going to do that. You can't stop me. Well, I guess you could if you booted me
I
out of the show.
technically could because I could just do this and then you're all of a sudden out of here
and I'm back. I know. All right, we're going to run through these puppies. It's going to be a little earlier show today because I got to run down to the high school. My son, there's something with the football team. They're showing off lifting weights. I don't know. Apparently, Njung's showing off squats. I don't know. I'd rather be there for the bench press, but apparently the squats are big. with the people down here. Whatever. Michael's in the house. Good morning. 10-0 in the NBA? Oh, my goodness. Philly and Orlando trifecta, Rocket Warrior, T-Wolves. 2-2 baseball with Phillies. 10-0. Hats off to you. Hats off. I mean, we just hit on the NBA. Good for you if you're making money in the NBA. Me, no thank you. No NBA, no hockey. I think the playoffs are starting, the 15th NBA playoffs, right? I think a couple games left. I think the 15 is the play-in game. Something around. Perfect. That gives you another nice 10 days of just baseball. I will take it. I will take it. T Money's here. Good afternoon, my friend. How are you today? I never lost so many games. I half point to a basket on our own. Baseball, basketball, soccer. Unbelievable. It's the half point losers is tough. I'm glad I closed out college hoops on a decent run, like 12-5 closing out, which was nice. But yeah, not running a bet basketball, not running a bet hockey. Had to work out for the Calgary backers laying 4-something last night against Chicago. And soccer, come on. It's like golf. Someone messaged me, hey, man, what do you got in golf? Listen, golf isn't a sport. If you're drinking and having a good time, that's not a sport. You're out there having a good time dressing like a fool. Golf. Let's play golf. Ridiculous. Michael, today's card is hard. I really don't have anything. Lakers first half. I sort of like the Lakers. I think I said that the other day when they were a favorite. I'm like, it was against the Jazz, right? Were they playing the Jazz the other day? I think it was the Jazz. I said, let's, well, I don't know. Whoever they played, I said they had the Clippers up next. I would lean to the Lakers there. Triple revenge game versus the Clippers. Normally I would go first quarter, but they haven't been crushed in all three. I just think the Clippers without George. Listen, full strength. I would have been looked to getting on this team as we roll into April in the playoffs. Now, not so much. No, not so much. It'll be believe it or not, I might play some Warrior action in the playoffs. I'm trying to find a team in the West here to jump on. Team Money, I got the over 4 runs team total for your Cubbies. Yes, should get it done. Well, Hunter Green's a guy, strikes out a ton, gives up the long ball. I think we're going to have some rainy, nasty weather in Cincy today. So, no thank you in that game. Rays over 5 runs versus Corbin. Yes. Also took the over 1.5 runs first inning plus 285. The Rays game is plus 285 for 2 runs. I like it. I think they scored 4 in the first inning.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, in the first inning. And the Nerfy's probably juiced as it is.
I mean, the total is 8. Sprinkled on the over half run first inning Red Sox game also. And that one, I mean, as long as it's plus, me, I can't come in and give negative, or favorites, like stuff like that. Our props on the grab. Bruno Muto, plus 275, 11-17 versus Cole. Cole looked great for the Giants. Sooner or later is getting crushed. So, it's one game, though. Is he getting crushed in game 2? The Phillies can hit. I said that's why I kind of like the over yesterday. We said, don't do a little Yankee run line. Got a Yankee over. I figured the Yanks could hit Strom a little bit. They didn't hit. Phillies got a few hits. They put a 4 spot up there. I don't know if today's the day they get crushed. They're off a loss where they didn't do nothing. The bullpen's ready to go because they didn't do anything yesterday. I like the under. That's why we got the under here. Under 7 plus even money plus $1. Richie B hitting the like button for me. I appreciate it, Richie. Thank you for hitting the like button. Texas for online, Washington. White Sox, Washington. It's Texas for online, yes, with DeGrom. We'll do it. White Sox with Cease on the hill. I don't hate it. White Sox over 7.5, huh? With Cease and Webb on the hill? All right. Okay. I sort of see what you're doing there. It's a little blurry. I don't know why we want to do that. Tampa Bay under 8.5, huh? So you think they just come out and win like a 5-0 kind of game here? And Toronto over the 8 with Manoah and the Gringsker. I could do the over. I like Manoah, but you know what? He's young, off a bad start. Maybe he whiffs again today. The bullpen I don't love for Toronto right now. I think Casey could hit a little. And again, I know Greinke at home is good, but the guy still throws 87 miles an hour. I can't get behind that anywhere. Team, my Mavs not worried about the playoffs this year. They're looking at next year right now. But they look at it next year for what? For who? Are they signing Kyrie? That's a playoff team for next year? Let's worry about next year. Trade Luka. I'm trading Luka. What can you get for Luka? That pudgy little clown. What are you getting for that guy? Like, is Kyrie a free agent after this year, right? He's free agent, right, Tim? He's a free agent.
Correct. He's a free agent. Yes, that's what he's trying to go after a max deal right now.
He's not getting that. So
he's not getting it. No,
the Mavericks got to be like, you know what? You're adios. I mean, he might go down the road to Houston because you'd be like, wow, no state income tax here. This is wonderful. You know, who's signing that guy to a max contract? It's not happening. It's not happening. And I like Kyrie. I enjoy that he speaks his mind. He doesn't give a crap. I could go with anybody like that. That being said, you're not getting a max contract. And what are the Mavericks doing? What are they doing? Trade Luka. Trade him. You're not winning a championship with this guy. Not now. 7 years from now, maybe. But not on this team. Look at the surrounding area. The teams you're up against. Are they beating any of them? I don't think they're better than Denver. I thought the Lakers. I don't like the Lakers. I don't think they're better than the Lakers. I don't think they're better than the Clippers. I don't think they're better than, we mentioned Denver already. Sacramento. I mean, no. I mean, heck, the Thunder show more heart. Trade Luka. Just start over. It's okay. It's all right, Cuban. Do it. Mike, I'll agree with Tim. I really was thinking about the Kings +6. I mean, it's kind of a weird line. I mean, who's betting Dallas? Exactly. Kings are best road team. Are the Kings just so locked in it's going to be they're going to take a break today? I don't see how teams are resting guys with 5 games left in the regular season. I don't get it. Maybe like the day before the playoffs or two, like, all right, we're playing Thursday. The play-in game is Sunday. We're going to rest the guy the last game. I would say, okay, yeah, take a week off. Sure. Now, I don't understand what's happening. Wednesday would take, so you know how we rotate the great. Good to see you. WKFKEKD WAF. Hardest name to pronounce. Wakifi Kadufo. Absolute lock today. Brewers money line is easy. Mets can't score. Oh my goodness, the kiss of death with the easy money line. Listen, should the Brewers win today? Absolutely. Burnsy in a bounce back spot. The Mets outscored 19-0 in the last 2 days. And okay, Peterson has a nice outing under his belt. I got the Brewers hitting. The Mets not hitting. What are we doing here? I got a Cy Young guy. It's square, whatever. Put me in. I'm the jack of the box. I don't care. Eric, what do you got here? Reds with Hunter Green. You know I like Hunter Green. Cubbies, it's a no play for me. I played the Cubbies the other day. They lose. I don't play them. They win. We're staying away today. NBA West totals 3-3. There you go. You know what? I didn't have that written down. I forgot to mention them. So little juice, it happens. Jesse Shule, can you some bench press more than the Iceman? No, he's up to I think 2 bills right now. I think he did 195 on Monday. I told him, I said, you gotta get to that 225. I told him, I said, oh, he's like, he texted me Monday. He's like, I did 195 on a bench. I said, I want 200 for the max day here on Wednesday. He's like, oh no, max day is Monday for chest, and we do squats on Wednesdays. But he's getting there. He didn't have any like weight training up in Jersey with football. It was just like a rec league. They didn't have, besides the fact they were locked in for 2 years with no sports. He came down here. I think he was as a freshman, and he was 220 pounds. I think he was benching like 80 pounds. He had zero strength after not doing anything for 2 years. Now he's up to almost 200. So good for him in about a year and a half. T-Money, my Lakers have lost 10 in a row to the Clippers. Tonight is 11. I'll come playoffs. We will get revenge on the pathetic Clippers. I kind of like the Lakers tonight, T-Money. I like them. 1.5 first innings. Cub game, not the Rays game. See, I like the Rays better than I like the Cubbies. If I'm doing that one. It's plus money. My son's still trying to bench press more than his mother. Yeah, but your kid's like 6. How old's your son, Jesse? My son's as big as I am. He should be able to bench press more than his mom. Michael, I got my Warriors 2,500 ticket. I don't mind a Warrior ticket. Are we sold on the Suns? We sold on the Suns of Kevin Durant? No. We sold on the Kings? We sold on Denver? Who we sold on in this? I'm not. Tim shaking his head. He likes that. I mean, I get Denver. We've had Denver the last couple of years here.
I have them 20-1 from preseason to win the entire thing.
But until they win, so show me something. Beat a team in the playoffs. I grabbed some Philly. I don't mind a Philly one. Got the MVP over there. Too much value compared to Boston Bucks. Yeah, the Boston team just seems a little off. I don't know. Maybe the coaching's catching up with them or the lack of coaching from what happened at the beginning of the year. I don't know what it is. Bucks are good. But again, you're not getting that kind of money. I mean, I think it could be Buck Philly for the East. And I think the West is roll the dice. Take a team you like, and you're getting decent return on it. I want to fade Ohtani on the road. Take the Mariners with flexing plus 150. Flexing. I like the under. I think Ohtani will. Seattle plays to an under park as well. Team money. Mavs team is a dumpster fire. Yes, they are. They're going to shut down Kyrie and Luka. What are they doing next year? You assume they're not signing Kyrie. Right? I mean, that's, again, we assume we make asses out of you and me. I don't see them signing him. As for Luka, trade him. Trade him away. It's all about apparently getting draft picks that are not that good. Big waves in the house. Have not seen big waves in a while. You're out there in the surf, catching a tube. Got your first, what are they called? Man, I haven't been on a surfboard. Braves, Nats, Yanks over 6.5. 6.5 Yankee total now. Braves, yes. Elder. I have to fade Miklos. We don't like St. Louis as it is. So yes. The Nats almost got it done yesterday. Are you buying Corbin? And this is when you buy into like the Tigers and that. If you're taking your dogs, this is when you get them because it's wow, these teams are bad. They're gonna steal a couple games early, right? Cream rises to the top. Better teams progress as the season goes along. Can I take Patrick? I can't. I can't tell you to take Patrick Corbin. I can't do it. Team money, man. It should be a top 5 seed, but I agree there on winning a chip with Luka. Need to be a second best fighting team to win it. Yeah, he has none. Love to see him on the Lakers. Yeah. Trade him for AD. That'll be about what it'll do to get that done. Michael, I have to say the Kings are one of the few teams in the NBA along with the Knicks who take every game seriously. Yeah. Because it's a team that hasn't done anything. They want to win. They want to make the playoffs. They haven't been in the playoffs for 20 years. Come on, the Knicks. These guys are hungry. You got them cast off. Like a cast off team, I think, is a dangerous kind of team. The Kings are that kind of team, right? Nobody thought they'd be here. That's the old proverbial. I don't want to face that team. You don't want to face that team, but you have confidence in them to go far. I don't know. I mean, it's about the point spread to me. I don't care about what happens. I need to cover. Burns of fantasy baseball, guys. Like I may be fried. Mets either 2 runs or 10 today. I don't know if he's fried. I think he just had a bad outing in some cold weather against a team he faces 7 times a year. Denver 325 to win the rest right now. Why not? Hey, listen. They were excellent for most of the year. I guess they're trying to get everybody healthy. I don't like that because until you win something, I don't think you can be taking days off and saying we're good enough to go in here and just turn it on. Denver doesn't win anything, but I like to see Joker Luka on the team. Joker with somebody like Steph. But imagine Joker with Steph Curry. Oh my goodness. I mean, Joker would be averaging like 15 assists if he had like a steady shooter. David, how are you today? Hit the Phillies yesterday. I like the Winnipeg Jets today. I don't even know what the ice is today. I've just turned off NBA and NHL for these next 2 weeks. We got 3 games on the ice. We're taking Winnipeg minus 130 against the Flames. Right, the Flames just lost yesterday, right? Weren't the Flames a $4 favorite yesterday? laying 450. Let's lay 450 and lose. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Denver doesn't bring a lot of drama while everyone else in the West has issues. That's for sure, Jess. Just steady play from Denver. Not sexy, even though you got a triple-double machine. But they just go out there and do their thing. KD and CP3 to stay healthy for the entire playoffs. That's not happening. No, it's not happening. I mean, KD... How... He rolled his ankle. He's not coming back. And again, I'm not out hurting people. If I'm on the other team, yeah, I'm jumping in the air and trying to come down on his ankle. Why wouldn't you? You want to face that guy? That guy's a Hall of Famer. You want that guy playing the whole entire season against you? To drill some three from 37 feet with 4 seconds left to beat you? Take out of here. No, thank you. No, thank you to his sons. Exactly. CP3 and him. I mean, no, thank you. Dave, I like the Texas Rangers thing with DeGrom. Yes. I think we see a few strikeouts tonight in that game. Get the Jugs radar gun out. Marcos, what do you say? Hit the like button for me and Timmy. Marcos says Tampa Bay over 8. Yes, I like the over 8. I think they hit Corbin. If Tampa Bay hits like this, granted, this is the Nationals are putting runs upon. But if they find like 5 runs a game on a steady, it could be dangerous. I know their young pitchers are always young. Somebody's always coming off of Tommy John surgery or, like where's Shane Baz at? I'm waiting for Shane Baz to come up here. Seattle over to 7. Tampa, I got Tampa over 8 myself, plus 1 honey, and I had the under Seattle plus 105. So I'm against you on that Seattle game. White Sox under 7 in the hook. Again, I got Cease and Webster on the hill there. Logan Webby. Yeah, I'll go under there. Detroit under, yes. Again, Detroit, lackluster offense. Houston is just not hitting. They have 3 guys hitting. That's it. Yankees under 6. That total's down to 6 now. I got a 7 last night here on the show. Big Wave said it was 6.5. Now it's at a 6. I'm going over that. I'm going over because I think one of these guys is giving up 4 or 5 runs today. So I'll go over that 6. 7's a different number. Opens at 6, I'm taking an over. At 7, I'm going to go under. Again, that's a bet ahead of time because otherwise that would probably be a no play for me here. Nick, what do you got here? Rangers against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Listen, looks like everybody's betting them. It would be a puck line play for me. Twinnies, Cubs. New York Rangers money line. MLB Twins, Cubs money line. Under in Yankees. Okay, so Twinkies with Pablo Lopez going home to face his old Miami teammates. I like Lazard. I'm more of a under guy in this Miami game. So I want to go under the Minnesota 7 here, minus 120. Cubbies money line, I don't really hate. I like Hunter Green, but I'm on Cubbies futures. Yankee under, I'm already on at 7. Astros under, we got that as well. It's 7.5. So I do like some unders today. It does look like a hell of a letdown spot for the Flames. I mean, really, you lose a game last night that's 450 faves. Now you go on the road to face Winnipeg. Now, I don't know who was in goal last night. Maybe they had their backup goalie in. They thought, hey, we should win this game. We're huge favorites. We got a bigger game on deck. That's my concern there. That's my concern that they took a team lightly and then they're embarrassed they're going to come out and win here. But for 110, I'd rather not have plus 110. I'd rather go puck line with the Jets and get something better. Marcos, Cubs over 8.5. I don't know. Stroman's pretty solid, and if I saw correctly, it's going to be tough weather here. So I kind of like the under as well. But Hunter Green gives up homers. The Reds have been hitting. I mean, what did we get? 20 runs last night or something like that? Tampa Bay over, yes. I got Tampa Bay over the 8 myself. Big Waves coming in. O's, Big Doggy, plus 175. I didn't even run through that. So they're a plus 175. I think that line moved. I don't hate it because you got a rookie pitcher who's supposed to be really good. And as much as I like the Rangers have a decent year this year, that's a lot to lay, even with DeGrom. I don't like fade and Cease. Webb is pretty good. I mean, the guy could be 0-2 with 25 strikeouts. Ridiculous. Mariners, a 3-team doggy parlay. I don't hate the Mariners at home getting a big chunk there from Ohtani. Locking in with the King. We're moving along, having a good one. Gracious fundamentalist in the house. He likes the O's as well here. Fade and DeGrom going for the rookie sensation. Kansas City with Zach Greinke at home where he does his business. And Pittsburgh on the run line. Again, Pittsburgh. We said yesterday, and we said it the day before that. Pittsburgh in the over against the Sox. Only way to bet it. New York over 6. Yeah. The 6, I'd have to go over to 6. I mean, I got a 7 with the Yanks. I'm not loving it. It's down to a 6. First losing day of baseball, I say 1 and 2. It happens, KD. You can't win them all. Don't be that guy. You can't win them all. We take the loss. We move on. Pitt over 8.5. Good for you. I got a 9 last night on that, Marco. Cubs game on delay. Yeah, it's raining. Rain time. In my professional infinite wisdom, does it help or hurt players? I like nerfies. I don't know if it hurts or help. For me, it's no difference because if I'm taking a nerfie, I think it's an under anyway, right? In a cold day like this, I kind of like unders because the batters are uncomfortable. They're wet. The pitchers come out there and just throw. Like it's pitch clock time. So this is where guys who don't know how to pitch clock, they just come in and throw the ball. I don't think it really. If you like the nerfie anyway, I think it just helps it in these kind of situations. Sidebar, it's getting crazy out here. Founders here, Cash App was stabbed and killed San Francisco last night. What is that about? Cash App? Where's Cash App? How was he targeted? Gracious. Somebody's like, I hate your app, or was he just like mugged down the street by some homeless
the guy's
people?
probably a multi-millionaire if he's the founder and CEO of Cash App.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know that guy if he was walking next to me.
Well, maybe
you know
someone
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he just some random dude? Like, who knows? Like, was it?
Not a clue.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it could just be some wacky person on the street attacking somebody. Dog day afternoon. The dogs been barking. They have. And this is why usually baseball out of the gate is good for me. And again, I've had more run lines and totals right now than a lot of dogs. I've had dogs they've lost. I mean, let's go back to that Oriole plus 152 or 158, whatever it was. 2-out error, and they lose by 3. I mean, like, what is that about? But early in the season is when you want to take dogs because you got inflated lines. The teams are basically on even footing coming out of spring training. Some guys are ahead of others. You get upsets in April. And again, by July, the A's will have 40-something wins. The Tigers will be plummeting and looking to trade bullpen. That'll all address itself. April is the time for doggies.
A's for the playoffs. What are we doing here? Now, we will be betting the A's every single game. Me and Nick are like, we're going to bet the A's every game. If they win 62 games this year, we're probably.
But today they're even money.
Exactly. I love them today. I absolutely love them today. You're telling me
I like Mueller, so
are even money against the defending AL Central champions.
Well, it's Gaddis.
Even money.
It's Gaddis.
It don't matter.
Well, it is. So that's why it's even money because who's pitching. And Mueller was not bad with the Braves. I like that kid.
No, I like Mueller. Yeah.
Tornado watch in Michigan. Yeah, it's a little windy. Probably rain in a lot of places there. Or baseball. Yep, it is what it is. Big waves. Anybody seen spring? I walked outside. It's 95 here in South Alabama. 95 in South Alabama today? I think it's like 80ish here in Texas. Big waves. What are you in South Alabama? I thought you were like a Cali person with the water. I mean, there's no waves in the Gulf. We were in the Caribbean on a cruise, and my daughter was like, this is terrible. I know where we were in some St. Martin. She's like, I don't like this beach. I want to go back to Jersey. They have waves. All right, we're going to do a quick rundown of all the games, and then I'm going to roll out of here. So, the Cub game this afternoon, again, open at plus and a minus for the Reds here, plus Cubbies. It has flipped to minus 110 the other way. Philly game opened at a plus 120, minus 130. It is now 140 and a 165. It could change even more because apparently the line's down to 6 from a 7. These are from last night. We put these in last night for the show. I put them in at 3:15 yesterday afternoon. 3:15. Got the time right there. Rays were 220. And look at this. It's 260 to take back 210. And I got the 210. I'm old enough to remember when you get a 260, you get like 230, 240 back on a dog. Now you're getting 10. The spread, this is the problem with like the books today. And I'm like, well, shop around, it used to be, everything used to be like a flat 110, maybe a 115. Everything now is 115, 120. It's ridiculous. Look at this spread. Are you out of your mind? 240? I'll take the Nats. 210. I'm not taking the Nats. I got like these book. It's a shame. Go back, find the local bookie who gives you decent numbers, especially if you're a dog player. Forget these corporations. Twinkie line from minus 105 up to a minus 120 here with Pablo going home. Pirates were a 135, and the Red Sox 145. It is a 115 this morning. Plus 115 came down 20 cents. Mets were a 113 last night, now 118. Not much movement, although you look at the flip side. It's like a 20-cent line move here. They give you a nickel on a dog, and they take 20 on a fave. Ridiculous. The O's, 165. Now it's come down to, somebody had a 175 in here. It was a 158 I saw this morning. But the other side was up to a 190. So they take away, and then they juice it up on the other side. No different than it's total scam. I don't know other word to use. It's ridiculous. Tigers were a 205 and up to a 215. But look at the Astros from a 225 to a 267. Again, these are the same book on the opening number that comes out. The first one I grab, I use the same book coming back. I don't even want to mention the book. Giants plus 120 and a minus 130 for the White Sox. That really has not changed, although somehow we got an extra 10 cents and only a 2 cent. And you lose 2 cents the other way. Unbelievable. Cleveland was a minus 120. Now it's a minus 130. And the Angels, there we go. Minus 125. 170. A 170 from a 125. Now, a move like this, they could just be listed as an action. They don't know if Ohtani's pitching. They don't know who's on the hill. That's where I see a big line move here because I don't think Ohtani would have been a 125 as they listed. And Jays would have been a 180 up to a 190. But suddenly, Royals dropped from a plus 170 to almost a 160. So it goes up 10, comes down 10. I hate it. I hate it. Locking it with the Kings out of here. Have a good day, buddy. Lakeem, let's have a good day today. You too as well, my friend. What do you got here? A little parlay action. Rangers money line. Oh, my goodness. Minus the big chunk. At least it's a parlay. Winnipeg Jets.
Well, hold on. New York Rangers or Texas Rangers? Both of them are playing today.
That might be New York since he's got the Jets in front of it. That could be New York Rangers.
Just wanted to throw that one out there.
Good call because the Jets are next. I don't think he put baseball. I think it's both hockey and then baseball comes up. Yanks with Cole, Cease. Kluber over. I can't say no. Again, these games go over. The Pirates have 2 guys hitting over 250. And Cleveland over. I don't like that Cleveland over. I sort of like the under in that game. I think I bet the under in that game. Did I bet the under in the Cleveland game? 8.5? Yes. Think pick sweeps. Here's the thing, though, Miz. Did you play them the other day? Because we talked about it. I said I should have put Pitt in the chat. I didn't. They won. The next day, I can't go back and put Pitt in the chat because I didn't play in the first day. They won. I sure as heck can't put them in the chat today because I missed the last 2. So unless you played them last 2 games, it's tough playing them today. Although, like I always say in situations like this, no way the Red Sox get swept by the Pirates. Take Pittsburgh. Take it. All right. That's it. I am out of here. Off to the gym to see the boys pump up some weights. Have a good one. Happy Wednesday.